What's up, guys? This is Big Worm 380, and we are back in Ark Survival. We started the Scorched Earth server for the Ark Chronicles playthrough, and as you can see, we're a little far along. I don't know what it is about Ark, but for some reason, I did the same thing that I did in the last on the island. First episode, no audio. So me and Chris have been working. I should have recorded some more last night, but we were just so into it. I didn't even think to record actually. And it's just the basic stuff. We're not done with the base build yet, but of course we got a sandstorm. So let's let this pass, and we'll be back in just a minute. All right, so the sandstorm's gone, so we are back. I am going to make some. I'm just gonna make some of these. Just gonna make a shit ton of those. And I'm gonna need a small box to put them in, actually. Because what I'm fixing to do is I'm going to mate these argents. We already mated them once. We've got one egg, so we're looking pretty good on that. Not going to breed them today. This is going to be a big thing as far as, you know, right off the bat. We're going to be breeding the crap out of Argies just because they're pretty much the best thing to get around on before you get a wyvern. We will be going for a wyvern at some point. You know, probably, I don't know. Probably gonna be next week when I get back off on my weekend, because I actually got to start my work week back today. So meantime, just gonna be breeding these, and I've got the crafting station almost done pretty much. It looks kind of weird. It's just me and Chris. We're a two-man tribe, so I mean it's basically a two-person crafting station setup. This is what I like doing. Chris likes doing the base building, and you know, I'll try to help him as far as materials and stuff, but that's about, I mean, I'm just not into base building as much as Chris is. So he's working on the building. It's almost done, really. Just got some stuff to close in, and I don't know, you know, he's gonna be figuring that out as far as what he wants to do with all of it. But we got the 2 stories. We got like the patio area on both levels. So we got a lot of space we can work with up here. But the crafting area is pretty much this over here. I'm going to be putting a lot more vaults. I'm probably going to get rid of all this stuff over here because we got our 2 fabricators up top now. And just line that area right there with vaults. And then probably be putting some more vaults maybe on the back side of these fabricators, I'm thinking. Yeah. Probably do that. So yeah, it's shaping up, and I like doing these crafting stations because I like trying to put stuff, you know, try to find the most efficient way to place stuff. So like the way I have it set up right here, I can access the fabricator, the smithy, the forge, and this chem bench, and I'm gonna put a 3rd chem bench. I'm gonna try to slide a 3rd one in here. I'm not really going to worry about that right now, just because I only have so much time to play before I got to go to work, so I want to get as much done as I can. So I'm going to go ahead and mate these 2 and get an egg. All right, this thing is just about ready. All right. No. Let's disable wandering, and then yeah, see, 13 hours till it's ready to mate again. So maybe they can whoever's, I'm gonna have to find out who's doing the settings and see what the settings are, and if they want to leave it there, that's fine too. It's just I just kind of like to know, because if that setting's different, I don't know what the mating setting or the you know, like the mature speed and all that is, hatch speed. And we need to know that for sure. So right now we're keeping the eggs in there because this is Scorched Earth, and I did a video a long time ago when Scorched Earth first came out, and I did my first playthrough with some friends. And if you've played Scorched Earth before, then you know that the generators degrade over time. So they lose quite a bit. But the good thing is when you're logged off, they don't seem to take near as much damage. And so I think we're going to be okay. So I want to build a breeding pen, but what I want to do is I want it to line up with this existing stuff. Get some thatch foundations made. Okay, it is dark, but the show must go on. So I'm gonna bring that there. So all right, so I'm gonna need, obviously I'm gonna need a bunch of foundations, so let's just go ahead and start with that. All right, got my thorny dragon out. If you know, I'm gonna kind of do this like I normally do. I'm just gonna kind of explain things. Most people that are watching this probably played Ark before, but if you haven't played Scorched Earth or you're fairly new to Ark, if you're on Scorched Earth, they have these guys right here. They're thorny dragons, and these are the ones you want to get wood. They're pretty good at wood, and they get you some thatch while you're at it. So I only connected this because I screwed up last night big time. This crafting area actually should be a little wider because I put this row of foundations in after I put this forge in. Me and Chris talked about it, and we were gonna have it to where we scooted that forge over, and that would have gave us a little more room. This is still gonna be fine though. I think it's gonna work out just fine. And then actually, this can be kind of a walkway, I guess, to the breeding pen. Or we may just put foundations in all this. I don't know. I don't see why not. Might as well. But, you know, that's going to take time, so. Okay, so how big do we want this thing? It doesn't have to be huge. We're not going to be doing a ton of Rex breeding, I don't think. Either way, I'll make it, I guess I'll make it kind of deep. We got the room. Okay, I'll go, that's as far as I can go. I'm gonna go ahead and foundation. Let's see. How do we? Damn. Because see, we don't have a big old huge giant dino pen. I don't think we're gonna need that on here. Because we're not gonna be doing. I don't know. I just don't know. We can always add on to this anyway, so I'm just gonna... This is the breeding room. We had our breeding area in our dino pen on the island, and that worked good, but we don't have to do that. So what else do we need? That worked out pretty perfect. Okay, that worked out pretty good too. So 2 walls and 2 ceilings left over. That's not bad. Those will get used somewhere. Actually, I need to keep those ceilings. I'm going to need those here in just a minute. So I'm just going to do this like I normally do. Put that, and then I'm going to make a... What do I need? That. I'll probably just go... I'm going to go with an incline cable. try to make this look a little nice. Put that, and then I'm gonna need a bunch of ACs. So I'm gonna need electronics, which means I'm gonna need pearls. I think we have some more pearls over in one of these boxes. Yeah. Also gonna get, after I get this done, I'm gonna get a load of wood going in this other forge, but I want to wait and see what I'm gonna need. So, how about you spell right? Let's get a bunch of those going, because we're gonna need those anyway. Does the Anki have metal on him? Yes, he does. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't. That's weird. 2 walls high, you can't crawl underneath it with the Anki. It won't even clip your head in it, which I guess it's good anyway, because even if you could, you can't get out of it. So. All right, so we got the electronics making, we've got the poly making. I can go ahead and place. Let's see. Should be able to. Just let me do it. Oh yeah. Okay, so. Let's see. I want to put the. I want to put this down, but in. Okay. So we want to put it. Like that, but further back. Hang on. Okay, we want it. Pretty good. Not perfectly straight, but it'll work. Up there, and then through our box. Okay. All right, so we've got our 10 ACs. I need to get a little, steal a little more gas out of here. $50 would be more than enough to hatch eggs. Let's see. So we've got. Where's my pike? Okay. All right, and what I think, let's make sure there's, oh yeah, we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna get a feeding trough also. Okay, so we've got our 10 AC set up, so we're good to go. That's more than enough for RG eggs, which is what we're gonna start breeding. And then I'll be able to add, let's see, I'll add one more here, and then probably maybe 3 more in there or something like that. That way, I think 14 is what you need for big eggs. Like for a wyvern, I think 14 will be good. Gigas and wyverns and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put this up here. Let's rotate. Yeah, let's place and rotate. Okay. All right, that'll be our first trough. If we need any more, we can add some more. And the only other thing I may put in here, which I probably won't, is I was gonna say a refrigerator, but that'd be just another generator to keep up with, and there ain't no reason for that. And before we get too hardcore into breeding, actually, we also need to look at the list of dinos we're gonna need for kibble, because it is a little bit different. Let me look that up real quick. Okay, so this is ark.gamepedia.com. This is the wiki site for Ark. This is, if you don't know about this, you need to look it up if you ever got any questions. So here's all the kibble dinos. These are the dinos that when you're breeding and you get to an imprint part of the breeding process, the baby might ask for 3 different things. It may want to go on a walk, which you just have it follow you. It may want a cuddle, which you just go up and hit your button and cuddle with it. And then the other one is it might ask for a random kibble type. So on the island in the center, you've got 15 different dinos you have to tame, and you want pairs so they'll make eggs faster. And so that's quite a bit of stuff. But see, on Scorched Earth here, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 6. So the good thing is we'll be able to knock this out fairly quickly and get our kibble dino farm going and get some eggs. So the only problem I see is the Camelsaurus, which is the Morellatops. That's the one we're gonna have. What we're gonna do is most likely build a separate enclosure for that. And the Morellatops, the bad thing about those is I don't think those fit through regular dino gates. So you have to have a big behemoth gate. Or what we're probably going to do, I'm probably going to go tame a couple real quick. I'm probably not even, I don't know, I might do that in the next episode. Yeah, because I'm running out of time. But what I'm probably going to do is we'll build the structure or whatever, tame them at least. And then before we put them in the structure, we'll build the structure big enough to put them in and then put the door on. Because we're not going to be using those for anything else, I don't think. I don't see why we would. I'm not planning on it. And then even if we do want to use them, we can keep a pair, a male and a female, in the building, and just have another one outside that we can actually use. So, because on your kibble dinos, your kibble farm dinos, you don't have to go get high level ones. It's easier just to get the lowest level you can find because they knock out quicker, they tame faster, and they put out just as many eggs. So yeah, I am going to call it there. We got our breeding pen built. Chris may want to make some changes to this as far as like prettying it up or making it look a little nicer. But it's a box. That's what I do. That's why I'm not the builder guy. But yeah, so that way we can hatch the eggs over here, and this will hold a pretty good amount of dinos really for what we're going to be doing. This is going to be good. And you can even hatch Rexes in here. You just got to make sure at some point before they get too big to go out of this gate, you get them on outside. So I don't see a problem with this. This is going to work. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.